The Azure Pricing Calculator provides estimates in all areas of Azure, including compute, networking, storage, or even web applications, databases, etc. So if you were ever asked to provide estimates for a particular architecture, you can just come to this place and then start searching for the resources that you want to get an estimate on. For example, let's say you want to get an estimate of a virtual machine. You just click on the virtual machine and then click on View. Select your region where your resources are hosted. I'll select East US. Select the type of operating system and whether you want OS or database or BizTalk at this time. You can also select the tier for the virtual machine and then the instant CPU, memory, and basically the compute design that you want to assign to your virtual machine. You can then choose the billing option, whether you want to go for pay as you go or you want to reserve it for 1 year or reserve for 3 years. The longer you commit for, the more discounts you get. Notice that you're getting about 50% discount for committing for 3 years of upfront payment. But then if you go for pay as you are paying about three times, which is $183 for running it all round the month, which is 730 hours. And remember that this is just the compute part. You have to add the disks additionally. To add the disk, scroll down a little bit and then you can choose whether you want a standard HDD or an SSD disk. You can choose between standard or premium. There are other options you got based on the disk size and the IOPS that you're looking for in your disk. So if you got mission critical applications and sensitive applications where you're looking for a lot of IOPS per second, then you may want to go from top to bottom to see which one fits there. Keep in mind that this is just an estimate and you can of course change these when you're creating your configuration. So once you're done with that, select it and then choose how many disks you're looking for. I'll say I need one disk here and the estimates are added up right there. So I've got $5.28 for my virtual machine hard disk and then $183 for Windows operating system and the compute resources being 7 gigs of memory and 2 cores of CPUs. Alright, so in total, I'm getting about $189.24. And if you want any support, well, you can choose these options. There are other options as well worth exploring. But finally, you can export this into an Excel file as well, and it will be downloaded into your computer, and then you can share it with the respective stakeholders. Why do I have $1,000 here? That's because there could be something else added into this list accidentally. I think if I scroll up a little bit, furthermore, there are databases added here, which is adding up to $1,400 a month, and scroll up further, and then I've got disks and then the virtual machines. So looks like I gotta remove the SQL database section. I'll just click on delete, right? So now I just have the virtual machine and then a storage account and then a hard disk. Okay, so now how much do I have? It's $318. But what I want to show you is the place where you can go and do the cost estimations. It is the pricing calculator for Azure, where you can go ahead and do the estimates for various resources that you have in Azure. And if you see on the left hand side, all the service offerings from Azure are listed here. You got compute, networking, storage, web. You can click on each one of them one by one and then select them and start adding them into this menu here. And then in the end, if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, it will tell you a cumulative cost. A pricing calculator provides estimates for all the resources you have in Azure, including compute, networking, storage, web applications, databases, IoT. It could be anything under the sun in Azure.